Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Pauline Baird, Buxtonian, a Buxtonian Guyanese. I was born in the village of Buxton in Guyana. I'm a cultural bearer who tells our stories that are whispered, family traditions, and hidden histories. Today I'm going to tell you about two expressions we use for personal and civic responsibility. One, pick pride. You might hear people say, "Aye gal, pull up yourself, fix your clothes." Pick pride. It means be responsible for yourself. Be respectful. You might hear them say, "Don't make me hand fall. Now make me hand fall. I buy. Take your education. Now make me hand fall. Get one walk. Now make me hand fall. Go walk." That's how they say it. They expect you to rise to the occasion and to not disappoint. There is a woman in our village I would like to talk about who didn't make the village hand fall and who picked pride on the world stage, national stage. Let me talk story. Imagine May 10th, 1916, right a Buxton Day, God's green earth, one baby girl was born. This baby girl grew up to be Guyana's first female black education minister. The whole of Guyana know she as Winifred Gaskin, but we at Buxton know she as Winnie, Mr. Tyrin's daughter. Mr. Tyrins was a schoolmaster. He used to beat bad, you know. That's for another time. But Winnie was a proper Buxtonian girl, and she proper excelled. Winnie been a town school. You know town school? Town school is when you go to school like Bishop's High School back in the day and Queen's College. Winnie went to Bishop's. Let me tell you about Bishop's High School. At Bishop's High School, you had colonials running the school and nuns and so. It's pure white people and Portuguese people and high color people. But Winnie was a little black girl like me, color like me. And Winnie was able to get in the school because she been proper bright. They couldn't deny she. She been proper bright. Winnie get all kind certificate and all kind paper. Winnie studied at home and she studied abroad. And when Winnie grew up, Winnie became a journalist, an educator, a teacher, a wife, and a politician. That is wee Winnie for you. I am talking today about Winnie because I got a message from Winnie to you. Remember I tell you others listen to dead people? Well, this is one dead woman I listen to. And hear what Winnie got to say. Winnie said 1928, women had the vote. She said when the women then got the vote, them I know what to do with the vote. Them come like a peeping Tom. They let men vote and them just peeping in. I don't think that apply today. I hope not. Winnie said you got to vote. And why she say you must vote, I will give you the reasons. And these reasons, I ain't make it up. I read it with my own eye. With my eye. I read it from the archives. In 1946, Winnie write it down. And this is what Winnie say. Vote. Number one, vote so you can determine how you live. Back in Winnie's time, Winnie observed them house small, country, as we just say, kitchen attached here and there. Winnie say, men build house like that for women, and women think they arrive. They can't even chop meat in the house. She say, tell the men for stop waste good timber and buy them the house for we, or make them the house for we. You decide if them house that still exist today. And who is to blame? She said, women, you got the vote. Vote. She said, vote for better conditions. In her time, there was a lot of slumming going on. You couldn't buy land. The British held on to the land. Black people and coolie people and everybody, some of them had to squat. She said, no more squatting. She said, we must vote to outlaw slumming. So according to Winnie, you must vote for the people who talking about stopping the slumming. That's what Winnie said. Winnie said when you vote, you honor women. Women died for the right for women to vote. Don't stay home. She said in her time, they say, voting a man thing. She said voting is not man thing. Voting is smart. She said when you vote, you determine who sits on the councils. And when they sit on the council, it's beneficial to women. Why? Vote so that you can sway politics. You can determine the outcomes of the politics. And she said when you vote for men or vote for other people, you make them obligated to you. That's why you must vote. Winnie said back in her day, children used to skulk. Skulk, as we say in the village, stay home from school. Winnie had a heart for education, and she didn't want that. She didn't want people to live in these little poor houses. So she joined with Janet Jagan, and they formed an organization that were going to educate women as to how to exercise their franchise and their civic responsibilities. Winnie hoped that things would change and women had the power to change. So here is what she said. In her own words, she said, we have to be educated to the meaning of franchise and the best means of using it. She said, educate yourself so I know how to vote. Number 2, she says, we have a lot to learn not to give our vote to the most winning smile. What she mean? Don't give your vote to people who will smile up because ask can teeth na laugh. Be aware and alert. She said, don't give your vote to the most charming mannered person. That means if they're looking fancy, hoity-toity, speaking more of the Queen's English more than you, watch them. When he say, be careful. She said, don't give your vote to the smoothest tongue. All them people come and sweet talk, going house to house, roti and rum. She said, be careful with that kind. That's what she mean. She didn't say in those words, but that's what she mean. Winnie says the reason why you must not give your vote freely to these people is because this sweet talk and winning smile and charming manner are the standards of beauty contest and cocktail party or elocution workout. She said it don't apply to the politics. Winnie bad. Winnie said that is for beauty contest. Them one was smile, smile. Winnie said our representatives must be candidates. Candidates, she said, who can help us develop Guyana, not as the home of any particular race or sect. No, not no Guyana for black people and Coolie people and Portuguese people by themselves, for all Guyanese, she said here. We must not make it the home of any particular race or sect, but as a land of one united people, Guyanese. That is what Winnie say. It means that when you vote for the party who include all kind body. You must see yourself people who look like you and look like your neighbor. You must see people who look like all them 6 races of Guyana and all them mix up one. And you hear it, hey, that's what Winnie say. She said 74 years ago. I go along now. I go along and vote. No make the woman and fall. Pick pride. What good. Me go see you next time when the voting done.